Hello, we're Nerds of the West, and today we are giving you our thoughts on Bark Avenue. This is a game all about dog walking as a professional in New York, making as much money as possible. By planning your route, picking up dogs along the way, taking extra actions, you will earn a bunch of money, a few extra tips, and have a lot of fun along the way with these dogs that are all real-life dogs from supporters on Kickstarter. Beautiful, beautiful game. We, the people that are going to be talking, my name is Tom, we have a Reese.
Dogs.
We have a Beck.
What that dog doing?
And we have a Sean. Poop. We like to talk about games here, not on like an objective re-rate scale of 1 to 10. We take into account table space, play time, whether it does what it likes to do, or at the end by ranking it on our Nerds of the West ranking list. This way we can compare it against other games on a basis of what we would prefer to play. So, what did you enjoy about this game, if you did enjoy anything about Bark Avenue?
I want to jump in and say that they nailed the theme on this. The whole, timing where you go to, you're a dog walker, you pick up a dog from the owner, you have a time limit now because each dog has its own time limit where you have to take it out. It has what it likes to do. You obviously want to take it for a poo. You got to take a snap of it, and then you get those tips when you return it home. So I really like that whole time aspect, and it really invokes the feeling of dog walking. So the theme for me nailed it in this game. That was my favorite thing.
The thing I really like about the theme as well is that it helps play into how to play the game in a really fun way. And it's basically, I just tried to play it as if I was walking these dogs.
Yeah.
It's like I was worried about the time limit, and so I didn't necessarily do all the things I could with my dogs. I wanted to make sure that they had fun on their walks. So, getting the most tips for them I could. I could have focused more on, my final objectives, or like picking up like high priced dogs to be able to like make the most money, but I had just genuinely had much more fun with it when I was like, I want that dog, I want to walk that dog.
Yeah.
Cool. I really like the art. I really like
This game,
it looks
so pretty.
yeah. So it looks beautiful. And then like also all the dogs, right? Like if you're a dog person, you're gonna like all the dogs in here. But yeah, the game looks incredibly pretty. So
Not only is it pretty, like it's got awesome box art. Like that is attention grabbing box art with the way the dogs are on it.
at the very back of the screen. Do you want to
Stop there. No.
put it top down?
Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It will be upside down. This game is very pretty, but also from a like graphic design perspective, the cards that are here have a lot of information packed in without being like overbearing or overproduced. So the fact that this is how fast your dog can walk, this is how often you have to walk it, how many turns you're going to have it, what its favorite thing is, what kind of dog it is, what kind of dog it likes to play with, where it's from also tells you what side of the board, because it is a very complicated board. Like there's a lot of spaces to find. Just that little, it's on the left side of the board or the right side of the board is very useful.
Did you guys
very
notice-
well paced and placed out in its design.
Just on that, did you notice that the money switched sides depending on which side of the board it came from, either west side or east side?
No, I didn't, but that's only because I only played West Side Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I noticed that. I really like that, having the arrow, because I had a end of game objective, which was if I walked east side dogs, then the same as Tom just mentioned that he walked west side dogs, it's easy that even when playing upside down for stream, I can look at it and go, cool, the arrow is pointing this way are the ones that I want to go for. So there's a quick glance, I can see which dogs are viable for me for this objective without having to go, oh, okay, Lincoln Square, where is that again? Oh, it's over here, all that sort of stuff. So, the little things like that makes this game a treat to play.
What it was for me was how much the game ramped. It was a very slow, all right, you got one dog at the start, you might pick up a second. That'll get you some of the objectives, which let you do more things. And the second objective, the second review, being giving you either a coffee or a treat to unlock either more actions or more stuff along the way. Just that it really eased you into choosing and sequencing your actions, which I love a game that is easy to pick up, not because the game itself is easy, because this game can be really complex in how much you have to plan things out, which can be noted by the fact that a few of us screwed it up at the end. But just eases you into how to think about and plan your turns is really just good design from my point of view.
Yeah, definitely.
I like that it can be a super heavy thinking game, or you can be like, I can move 5 spaces this turn. I have to get back up here. I'm heading that way.
Yeah.
Like that's as difficult as it needs to be.
Yeah.
I loved the variation in the event cards and the difference between the instant event cards and the continuous effects cards. I personally got screwed over by the dice rolling because this game has dice as well. I love the golden poop. I think any game that golden poop is a good thing is wonderful. But the squirrels and the pigeons hurt me.
You hear that, game developers? More golden poop.
More than once, which I think is a fair part of balance and a nice bit of chaos to add into a game. I personally prefer just a clean game without that kind of randomness, but I understand why it is in this game and I understand how fun it is.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I also want to add, just talking about mechanics. So the ability of, like, when you complete a walk, you may complete one of these review objectives, which then you take a star off and put it there, and you work from the bottom up. And these stars, when you take them off, give you better bonuses and stuff. I really like that the second last one is an additional action on your turn. It obviously
slow ramp to very fast ramp at the end.
Yeah, it lends to that. It lends to when, at about the 75% point of the game, you're like, oh, cool. I now know how to make more of my turn and get, extra points out of it. But in terms of theme, you're a dog walker that has just gotten more experience as you go. So therefore you are, not struggling with the dogs as much and you're able to get more done in those couple of hours as the game in my mind was set out.
It really hits that crunch between mechanics and theme that makes the game easier to learn for me.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have anything?
Was there anything you didn't
add?
like, anyone?
So my praise sort of ran out with the art. Because I did not enjoy this game.
Really?
Yeah.
Not for you?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I was very... It's not my type of game. It dragged on very quickly. And then by the time I realized it dragged on, we were only halfway through. And I didn't click with it. It's like, I'm a dog person, but like, you have to be a dog person.
Yeah.
You're the dog in you.
I did not enjoy the game. So
pick up and deliver games can be a bit like that. So I'm just trying to think of any other pick up and deliver games.
Broom Service is the one that comes to mind for me.
I also did like Broom Service.
It's totally fun. Like this game isn't so incredible that it's going to hit for everyone.
Yeah.
But as far as pick up and deliver goes, I prefer this to Broom Service.
But talking about player count, so that was something as well, and that's something to be mindful. We play it on stream, things get dragged out. We try and keep it as fast as we can, but that's just what happens on stream. I would like to play this again with 4, just to see off of stream what it's like. But I think I do agree with you a bit, Reese. I think even if it's not on stream, 4 players is probably too much. I reckon this game would be perfect at 3.
3, yeah.
I think that would
goes up to 5.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, see, I thought that's what you were leaning towards was not many pick up and deliver games because of the limited space and people doing stuff. Play at 5. So I'm curious to play this at 5.
I would play this at 2.
Yeah.
I think 2. There's also a solo mode. I'd play this at 2 and see where that goes, but like, not for me, folks.
Well, like when I was playing, like towards the end, I was just like, I was feeling flat and
sorry, no, I keep cutting you off.
No, it's fine. I was just gonna say, like, the one thing I just had to keep telling myself is at a regular board game night, we're not having to explain our whole turns.
Yeah.
It's just I think one other thing you might run into with it are your analysis paralysis friends that are like, I need to plan out the perfect route and hit every stop along the way, and this is going to take me 20 solid minutes to figure out.
Yeah, and that's when squirrels ruin your day.
Yes, but then the thing that will always get me about that is that you'll spend 20 minutes planning that turn, not factoring in for the randomness, and then you get randomed, and you're like, now I need to plan again.
Final thoughts, Race, before we do some ranking?
I had something.
It's fine. So as I said, Rich can bring it up if he gets to the ranking point. We rank things here on our Nerds of the West ranking list, not based on an objective 1 to 10 scale, but just if given the opportunity, what we personally prefer to play. Now we're talking about the fact that this game could have analysis paralysis and can do a lot of different things. I personally think this is still like a medium to lightweight game, while there's a lot of options for choices. The actual gameplay is fairly simple. So in my mind, I jump to comparing it to like Pyramido and Trick Draw. I would play both Pyramido and Trick Draw over this.
Sure.
They've just got a little bit more complexity going on, while this has a lot of choices to make. The strategy isn't necessarily always going to be there depending on what cards come out. And then it's going to drop a little bit because I adore Age of Beyond and Mysterium Park. So for me, this is a really great pick up and deliver game. It's a really great medium weight game at most. So I'm going to put it solidly in the middle of our board, above Mantis, below Mysterium Park.
Cool.
Well, we're jumping in, if we're going this way around the table, I'm looking at Planet Unknown and sort of Ark Nova, obviously very different games. But in terms of the length that this game took, Ark Nova's, in my opinion, around that for the player count that I would play it at. So I'm like, okay, would I play this over Ark Nova?
Yeah, but Ark Nova has multiple animals, while this just has dogs.
Yeah, but dogs.
But multiple dogs.
Exactly.
Different
Right?
kinds of dogs.
I'm kind of gonna chuck it probably right in the middle, right? Like, not, it's better than, in my opinion, over just base Ark Nova. It doesn't beat the Marine Worlds expansion for me, but I want to put it higher than this one, so that's where it's going to sit for me.
For me, I really want to play Pyramido again because I'm like, that has a formula that I can unlock and I will win that one day. The reason why I like this game more than that, though, is because, again, it goes back to my basic review for it, where I can play the game like I'm a dog walker in New York and have fun with it. But I am not a massive fan of Ark Nova, so I would probably, like, I'm inclined to put it up here, but I do want to play Pyramido more. So I'm like, I'm probably just going to put it here.
Okay.
And Reese?
So, like, to me, because I remembered what I was going to say. Firstly, I want to point out, Jules said that two-player only uses half the board, which I think shrinks the size in a pretty good way. And that also now makes sense why there's both colors on both sides of the board. But, like, to me, once you get past the gimmick of the dogs, there's not much to the game. And I think that's why my attention and my, like, was sort of like, because there just really wasn't, it was literally roll dice, figure out where you go, all right, cool, done, next. And it just wasn't really getting that fulfillment from it. There are some games where they're quick turns, but, like, I feel like stuff's happening. I never got that with this one. Not saying that it was offensively bad, like some games that we've played on stream before. So, like, I wouldn't, like, put it in the bin, but, like, it, you know, just a safe middle of the road, similar to, like, Steam Up, right? Steam Up was a Kickstarter game that I got last year, and that was a safe middle in the road thing that I was like, like, it wasn't good, it wasn't bad, it was just meh.
Yeah.
So, like, I'd probably put it dead center in the middle, to be honest.
So what, somewhere like here?
Probably just below Mantis.
Below Mantis?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fair enough. I'm going to slap it in the middle of everyone's feet. Yeah, decent range for that one. So that's our thoughts on Bark Nova, not Bark Nova, Bark Avenue.
The sequel to
Ark Nova, but it's just dogs.
Just dogs.
Let us know your thoughts down below, or join us live and give us your opinions as we talk through games live. We have been Nerds of the West. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye from Reese.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye from Beck.
Oof.
Goodbye from Sean.
Hey. I was like, she took what I was going to say.
No, you can't say hey, Sean.
I can't say hey.
And we'll catch you next time.